Y'all come and sit down and shut the door. I got two questions. One, what's the whole is letting Kaleena from Dirty Money do these videos, interviews, if you will, to, in my opinion, vindicate Diddy? And second of all, have y'all seen the video? If you don't, I broke down the most interesting parts. We're gonna recap. But after watching the video, I got another question. Is Kaleena getting into Diddy's Tucci stash? What is going on? Kaleena gave an absolute unhinged video. If you guys don't know, Kaleena is half a Dirty Money. Dawn from Dirty Money said, "Yo, Diddy did it, and I saw it, and he did some Ike Turner. What's love got to do with this stuff on Cassie? We were afraid of our lives and all the freak offs." Kaleena came out and said, "What you talking about? You a hater. I loved it. You got disgruntled employee." Now, if you guys don't know, Kaleena is also the prosecution's I'm sorry, the defense Diddy's team's secret witness, and they are hoping that Kaleena is going to get Diddy out on bail, because don't forget, they were going to the appellate court, right? But the appellate court only looks at if a judge did some type of error, some type of legal error, like they didn't get the rights represented, this and that. The district court decides fact. The appellate court says, well, did you follow procedure? If you follow procedure, yeah, the ruling upholds. But the district court is like, well, let's see what's true and what's not true. They kicked the bail hearing back down to the district court because Diddy's team is like, we have new evidence that gets him off. However, this new evidence appears to be, if what the streets are saying is correct, Kaleena being like, I wasn't intimidated. What are you talking about? He ain't try to coerce me. But let me do it in Kaleena. He ain't try to coerce me, big brother Puff. This will be funny to you once you watch this video. Big brother Puff, the upper room. That's how her interview sounds like, girl. You are zooming, slow down, right? But Kaleena's supposed to be the defense's. This will all make sense when you see her video. Kaleena is supposed to be the star witness because she is going to testify that she did not feel intimidated. She did not feel coerced. Diddy offered to pay her rent and help her out just because he's a great guy, and to keep the payments going on just because he's a great guy, not because of anything else. Now, I do want to say this. Diddy, Kaleena, do y'all think the feds are stupid? Clearly, but we see who got the last laugh. We see who's sitting there painting his face like a clown, getting the dry plaster out of his cell and using that to make white clown face paint, because Diddy's the one that played himself, and he is in jail currently for obstruction of justice. Now, many people, when I said, yo, Kaleena is going to go to bat for Diddy, was like, she wouldn't be so dumb, because I really honestly don't understand. Diddy is disgraced. He's done. All these people aren't lying. Why are these people that still are scraping around for a penny coming and falling on the sword for this mofo? And you can be like, oh, Diddy like my brother, Diddy like this. Y'all all are scraping for crumbs. Diddy made $130 million, according to before he got disgraced, before on the Forbes list. How much that money did Kaleena get? How much money did her husband Tony get? How much money does it cost you to go in front? And I'm not implying that Kaleena's paid off, but I do think she's the person that the feds actually mentioned in this thing about coercion. And just because Kaleena's like, nah, it's not coercion, doesn't mean it actually wasn't. You cannot do pay for play, especially with the grand jury. But the fact that all these people who Diddy at most threw pennies, and maybe judging by Kaleena's interview, Tucci. I'm just joking. Let me just say this. All jokes aside, I do not know if Diddy got Kaleena on that Tucci, whatever. I do know that if we find out Diddy has Kaleena on that Tucci, I would not be surprised at all. I will say it tracks. It definitely tracks, okay? So we got Kaleena out here making these ridiculous statements, and she's now doing a review. She's going on a rehab puff thing. It's not going to be enough against the mountain of evidence, but how much, if she is trying to rehabilitate his image, how much you think she got paid? I don't know. Listen to what she is talking about. Um, yeah, it's weird. Let's get into this because she goes into a lot, but I don't know. I don't know. Listen, just listen and tell me what you think. Let's get into this.
Dawn has always been somebody that I wanted to be like.
Cassie.
Love her to death, naive, like getting high. She likes partying. She liked that. Was the thing.
Speaking of the after parties.
I don't fucking know. Don't talk about no baby oil, man. Like, I still use baby oil. Y'all need to get into it. I saw Cassie grow up from a little girl.
Okay, pause.
That I
Imagine the audacity that looked like she's burping up 20 Hennies and Coke, head rolling back, eyes looking glazed. Is she on something? I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe she just needs to take a long nap. Imagine somebody being like, I wanted to be just like Diddy, baby. You ain't far from it from what we've heard about Diddy. But let's rewind and keep going into this. Hold on.
wanted to be like.
Cassie.
Love her to death, naive.
Anytime somebody asks you their opinion of someone, if they ask the opinion, and the first person's words are, love her to death, you know you about to be a hating AB that's about to give an answer. Love her to death, then you going to call her naive. But listen,
Like getting high. She likes partying. She liked that. Was the thing.
Speaking of the after parties.
I don't fucking know. Don't talk about no baby oil, man. Like, I still use baby oil. Y'all need to get into it. I saw Cassie grow up from a little girl that was willing to, like, give everybody motherfucking, lap dances, basically. And get drunk and just have a good, like, model time.
What's your relationship like with Dawn?
I have a question because Jamie, what's up, girl? She actually texted me about this and she said, what is Kaleena out here doing? She looks too cheat out. We are not implying she's on too cheat, but we're saying she looks too cheat out. But more importantly, like Jamie said, she's low key confirming what Cassie said. She was there as Diddy's slave. So, yes, she had to give lap dances. If you guys don't remember, and this is what I do, Kaleena, I don't think what you're doing is what you think you're doing for Diddy. This just goes to show that we believe Diddy used Cassie as his toy. He used Cassie to lure men in. Of course, he would want to give her giving guys lap dances and doing the thing and getting those guys worked up. So when Diddy literally and metaphorically and slips into the proverbial back door, it's just all a party. Also, it's weird that Kaleena is what at that time when she met Cassie, she was what 27, and Cassie was like 19, 20, and you sitting up here judging a young girl, I guess. Listen, again, Jamie said Kid Cudi's car was blown up and the side chick was beat down for saying hello to Meek Mills. And Kaleena wants us to believe that she was freely giving lap dances away. Okay, girl. Listen, she said she over there, hi, off that money Diddy just gave her for posting against Don. This is sad. Now, again, that is opinion. We cannot prove anything. But again, I don't know. Maybe she needs some sleep. Her speech is slurred. Her eyes are blurring, and it really makes no sense. I hope when she hears about how much money Diddy was actually making, she goes back for seconds because, girl, however much he paid you, we can pretty much guarantee he lowballed you.
I don't fuck with Dawn like that. And I'm gonna fucking stand on business. I didn't see that. What I saw was what the fuck is going on with you because you acting weird. You're a weird bitch. Is what I seen. And it's a list of niggas. Where y'all at? Talk about it. Dawn's a weird motherfucker, man. But y'all know.
Diddy that she wants to be like and she admires, who is the weirdest of weirdos, the sickest of sickos, the weird MFer. He the weird MFer you looking for, Kaleena. But you admire him. But you come out and you want to shame Cassie for giving lap dances, and you want to call Dawn a weird MFer because there's a list of ninjas she been with. Let's talk about it. Girl, slow down. You zoning. Yeah, where's the thing? Let's talk about it. You out here trying to shame Dawn, saying she's weird when you literally got freaky, dirty, Diddy, nasty as your role model, yo, some people ain't seeing heaven. I hope Kaleena don't fall off that chair. She looks like she going through it.
Motherfucker call me to tell the truth. I'm finna motherfucker tell the truth.
Funny, did she get paid off? She said, if an MF or call on me to tell the truth, I'm finna tell the truth. Diddy's team is asserting that they called her anywhere between 48 times and 144 times, depending on what outlets you hear it from, in an effort to get her to tell the truth. And since they did call her, she's going to tell the truth. And the truth is that she saw Cassie acting like Diddy's slave, because we all know that Diddy is jealous. We all know Diddy is violent. We all know Diddy didn't share Cassie and he ain't let her be free. He kept her with a proverbial leash around her neck. And you want us to believe that she was going around giving all these ninjas lap dances without his permission or him holding a hand to her? And Dawn's the weirdo because she been with some guys, but Diddy's not? All right, Kaleena. Girl, I hope he paid you double.
Just go with it.
Yo,
Just go with it. We don't have to think about nothing. Just go with it. Oh, just go with it. Just go
give her
with
another Henny
it.
Coke. Maybe she keep talking. Yo, listen.
Sean has always been
Look at this girl.
Cassie.
Look at this.
lover to death, naive.
So you admit she's naive. You admit you love her to death.
Lover to death, naive. Like getting high. She likes partying. She liked that. Was the thing. She's a model.
You sound hating. Listen to this. It's
She
more.
was
I just want you to hear
well taken care of.
the hating
She
part.
was
You told me a story about going to an apartment one time.
you know which one? The fucking one that would look like a closet? That all white fucking condo in New York? That's just
You
glass
was mad.
with glass stairs escalating up the fucking 70-foot ceiling, 100-foot ceiling. Wild shit. Spoiled. So I'm not saying Cassie is not deserving
That's
of any of
exactly
these.
what you said. Imagine Cassie thinking y'all cool and she's like, girl, come see the place Sean got me. And you're like, she giving strip. She like to get hot. You mad. You mad.
Thing, but this was her life. And so though I was okay,
Are
I was
you
like,
implying that women or men that have a lot of trappings can't be trafficked or abused?
middle class, okay. She was like, rich girl, I want to go hang out with my friend for the weekend in fucking Tahiti, okay. And just lay up and get sun, okay.
You asked her how much she was making.
Yeah, I just wanted to know where her allowance was because she had an allowance. And I wanted to know if she was being smart with her money. And
You wanted to know if she was being smart with her money? Okay, girl, you are a hater. I just wanted to know if she was being smart with her money. Okay.
being smart with the opportunity, because the first thing I think is like, what would I do in that position? I don't know. I would own homes. I would have owned businesses. I would have been giving other people opportunities. I wouldn't have been waiting for Puff to do my project. I would have been doing my own project.
Kaleena is a jealous ass hater. You would have owned homes. I would have owned. You really expect me to believe that Cassie was making 30 to 50,000 a month, which coincidentally is what they rumored Young Miami was being paid. 30 to 50,000 a month from Diddy. And he was paying all her bills. What Cassie spend the money for? He was buying all the rugs. He was buying everything, all her clothes. Where was her money going? Where was her money going? Where do you think it was going? Did you ask her that since you all been her business? But the fact that you a jealous hater, if that was me, you need to talk to your husband then or get with Diddy. But you mad what another man is doing to a woman that's getting her face bashed in? And to Kaleena, and this just shows to me her mindset. You saw that video just like everybody else. And to you, and again, Dawn said you was in an abusive relationship with your husband at that time. Who knows this is true? It's what Dawn's lawsuit said. You was going through that for a middle class lifestyle, if you believe Dawn's lawsuit. So you would have happily gone through that if you could have bought houses, homes, cars, you know, made your own opportunities. Diddy, who was blowing up cars, you would have made your own opportunities. You are a jealous person right now, Kaleena.
Would have had a lot more. Like, nigga, you gonna do this shit for me? Because I would have done it for myself. And so when I asked how much she was making, it was like close to $30,000, almost $50,000 a
What
week.
person asked someone, how much allowance you making? Cassie was naive to trust this snake. Look, jealous.
That's a lot of money. Even on the low end, when you say $10,000 a week, that's a lot of money for somebody to just, here you go. You can just blow that. And then cars for your family, and then flights for your
Oh my
family.
God. What, you are so jealous of what Cassie did. You now clocking what she bought her family? Flights and cars? Girl.
And then all that stuff. I'm just saying. And I'm just allegedly talking, right? Because who knows what she was really getting. Right? Because we don't know. But what I will say is, if in fact that's what Cassie was getting, and that's what she was privy to, I think I would have been trying to strive to show my husband that I was queenly enough to be entitled to take care of his billions and millions of dollars and possibly his children and be the queen of that empire. But I didn't see that per se. I just saw like Cassie having a good time.
Kaleena is a jealous ass hating pick me a person. You saw Cassie being dragged through and saw a glimmer. According to Don, you saw this. And you're saying that if it was you, 19-year-old Cassie should have showed Diddy, her abuser, that's making her give lap dances to ninjas, that she was queenly enough to handle his billions. Is that the case? No, Diddy's never met a woman that can handle him. Queenly enough to handle his billions, but that's just me. Queenly enough to raise his kids that Cassie is literally just a few years older than, maybe. Cassie and Quincy, well, Cassie is older than Quincy, but girl, Kaleena is lost. And she said, and the thing is, I realized everybody that is a Diddy apologist or that goes up for Diddy, they're lost. It's like you talking, like we just got two different versions of the world. And I hope I never have to step into your version of the world. And you probably think my version of the world looks stupid, naive, and like hell. But baby, I hope our worlds never collide.
As a young girl and really didn't want the bothers of like that life.
You're trying to say that Cassie, who stayed with Diddy for 10 years, the reason he never wifed her up is because she couldn't show her that she was worthy of running his empire in the billions. What about his kids' moms? What about every woman? What about anything? This mofo was cheating you, giving you $5,000 for each gig when you did most of the work, when he was pulling in over $250,000 for an appearance. Man. Yeah, listen, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Kaleena could have kept this in the vault, but I'm sure y'all go ahead and check out the interview support because I'm sure the whole interview is really, really good because this outtake itself is just wild. Wild, wild, wild. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.